You ever realize that? Nobody cares until it works. Nobody checks in, nobody claps, nobody posts about you. Until you win. Until it works. Until the dream becomes undeniable. Right now, you're in the shadows. Grinding. Alone. Posting content with 2 likes. Building something nobody believes in but you. Skipping parties, missing sleep, saying no to things they say yes to. And they laugh. They shrug. They scroll past you. But here's the truth. They're not supposed to care. Not now. Because this part, the early grind, the broke days, the isolation. This part is yours. And you better embrace it. Because if you only go hard when you get applause, you'll never get it. If you're waiting for support before you give it your all, you'll be waiting forever. This is the process. You bleed for it in silence. You sacrifice everything for it in silence. And when it works, then the world suddenly cares. Oh, I always believed in you. No, they didn't. They believed when it was obvious. You believed when it was hard. So stop looking for validation. Stop waiting on someone to notice you. The world doesn't reward effort, it rewards results. You have to keep going when no one claps. You have to keep posting, keep building, keep working. Even when the room is empty. Even when your phone is dry. Even when doubt creeps in and whispers, maybe this isn't for you. Shut that voice down. Because nobody cares, until it works. And the only way it'll work is if you don't stop. You want to change your life. Make it so undeniable they can't ignore you. Stack so many wins that even your enemies admire you. Because when you succeed, they'll act like they knew it all along. But only you know what it really took. It took lonely nights. It took showing up after failure. It took working on days you had nothing left. It took believing in a vision that only lived in your head. And that's what makes this journey powerful. You don't need permission. You don't need cheers. You just need the obsession to see it through. When it works, you'll feel it. You'll walk different. Talk different. Not because of the money, or the fame. But because you earned it. And the best part? You'll know that everything they laughed at, everything they ignored, was exactly what made you. They don't see the work, but they'll see the results. Keep going. Keep building. Don't fold. Don't slow down. Don't look for the right time. The right time is right now. While they sleep. While they doubt. While they scroll. You are crafting something legendary in silence. And when the world wakes up and sees what you've become, they'll say, wow. You're lucky. Nah. You were just relentless. So remember this, they'll only care when it's real. But that's your power. Because you've already decided. You're gonna make it real. So get back to it. Build the business. Write the book. Record the content. Push the weight. Study the craft. Sharpen the sword. They don't care right now. But they will. Let me remind you of something that will change how you move. You will be overlooked until you are undeniable. That's the rule. That's the formula. And once you understand that, everything changes. You stop waiting for people to support your business. You stop hoping someone reposts your video. You stop begging for recognition. Because now you know. Your recognition comes from results. They don't want to hear about your dreams. They want to see them. And until they can, they'll doubt. They'll whisper. They'll even mock. That's okay. Because the underdog always wins. If he doesn't stop. It's lonely building something from the ground up. But that loneliness That's what forges kings. You have to do the reps no one sees. You have to post when no one cares. You have to train when no one's watching. Because those invisible days, that's where the real muscle grows. And here's the thing. People don't remember the process. They remember the prize. They remember the Lambo, the mansion, the success. But they forget you lived on ramen noodles. They forget you worked double shifts. They forget you cried alone in your car. But that's what makes it real. That's what makes it yours. You were forged in discomfort, built in pain, sharpened in silence. And once you pop out on the other side, they'll act like they knew you all along. But they didn't know the nights you stared at your ceiling wondering if it was worth it. They didn't know you almost quit. Almost gave in. But you didn't. You locked in. You turned off your phone. You stopped partying. You let the world sleep. And you went to work. You became obsessed. Not with fame, but with freedom. With proving to yourself what's possible. Because nobody's gonna hand it to you. There's no secret meeting. No shortcut. No savior. You are the plan. You are the one. And the world is waiting for you to believe that. Understand this. The longer you're overlooked, the sweeter the victory. The more you're doubted, the harder you work. And the moment it finally clicks, when all the late nights, all the heartbreak, all the losses turn to wins. It'll all make sense. They don't clap for seeds. They clap for trees. You're in seed phase. But your roots are deep. And when you rise, when you rise, they'll act like they believed all along. But deep down you'll know the truth. Nobody cared, until it worked. And that's your power. You were never doing it for them. You were doing it because something inside of you said, I'm meant for more. So use the silence. Use the doubt. Use the rejection. Charge it to the game. And keep building. Keep pushing. Every late night is stacking. Every ignored message, every missed call, every skipped party. That's compound interest. The difference between you and them. You're not waiting for a moment. You're creating one. You're not just talking. You're doing. Every day. Relentlessly. And one day. When the work pays off. When the doors open. It will be worth it. That's when they'll all show up. But by then, you won't need them. Because you'll have something greater. Self-respect. The kind that comes from knowing. You never folded. You never gave in. You never needed their approval. You just needed one thing. The courage to keep going. So go again. Train again. Post again. Sell again. Fail again. Rise again.